I want you to imagine an 86-year-old looking straight into the camera, speaking not with regret, but with wisdom earned through years of living, learning, and rediscovering what truly matters. When I say, I'm 86 and here are 5 reasons I regret moving into a nursing home, I'm not trying to frighten anyone. I'm trying to help you think before deciding, to understand yourself and your needs, and to remind every older adult watching that you still have so much power over your health, your energy, and your future. What I regret isn't the building or the people. It's the choices I didn't make, the routines I didn't keep, the strength I allowed to fade. And today I want to share the lessons I learned so that you don't repeat the same mistake, especially because as we age, our daily habits matter more than ever. For many older adults, moving into a nursing home feels like the safe option. And sometimes, yes, it's the right option. But the regret comes when people assume that once they move in, life is supposed to slow down, that they no longer need to stay active, engaged, or disciplined with their health, that other people will do everything for them. And that belief can slowly drain your energy, your independence, and even your sense of purpose. What I discovered is that the moment you stop choosing to grow, your body starts choosing to shrink. The moment you stop deciding how your days unfold, they start unfolding without you. And that is one of the biggest regrets older adults feel, but it's also one of the easiest to correct. I learned that the feeling of losing control over my life didn't come from the nursing home. It came from me surrendering my routines. I used to walk every morning. I stretched my legs and arms after waking up. I drank warm water before breakfast because it kept my digestion smooth. But after moving in, I told myself, I'm old now, I don't need to do all that. And slowly, stiffness took over. My muscles weakened. Getting out of bed became harder than it should have been. What I regret most is forgetting that motion is medicine, not just for the body but also for the mind. You don't need intense workouts to stay healthy after 60, 70, or even 90. You just need daily movement, a gentle leg lifts while sitting, slow ankle rotations, light stretching, simple breathing exercises, a few minutes of walking at your own pace. These small actions tell your heart, your lungs, your joints, and your brain, I'm still here, and I'm still working. Another regret older adults often confess is disconnecting from others, not because they're alone, but because they stop initiating conversations, laughter, and engagement. It's easy to slip into silence once routines change, but silence, over time, becomes emotional heaviness. Emotional heaviness becomes stress, and stress affects the body more than most people realize. The truth is, our social life is part of our health. A simple daily conversation, a short chat with a friend, a greeting to someone passing by. These tiny interactions stimulate your brain, release good hormones, and keep your emotional world alive. Staying connected, staying curious, and staying involved turn every single day into fuel rather than fatigue. My third regret was not paying attention to my nutrition after moving in. When you're living independently, you think about your meals, you plan them, you choose what goes into your body. But sometimes in a nursing home, you're handed a plate and you simply accept it. Not because the food is bad, but because you stop thinking about what your body needs. At this age, every bite counts. Your body needs more fiber, more hydration, more colorful vegetables, more healthy fats, and more protein. You need foods that support your heart, your muscles, and your digestion. You need nuts, beans, fish, lentils, fruits, whole grains, yogurt, and warm herbal teas. You don't need heavy meals to feel strong. You need balanced meals. You need consistency. And you need to remind yourself that eating well isn't just about living longer, it's about living better, with more clarity, more energy, and more comfort. One of the greatest regrets many older adults share is ignoring subtle changes in their health, not paying attention to symptoms, not mentioning things because they seem too small. And sometimes, the smallest warning signs matter the most. Sudden fatigue, unusual dizziness, difficulty catching your breath, chest tightness, confusion, swelling in the legs, and changes in heartbeat. These are signals your body is asking for attention. Not panic, not fear, attention. Many seniors who decline quickly often ignored these early signs. But when you take them seriously, when you speak up early, when you refuse to brush things off, You give yourself the chance to stay strong, stable, and safe. The goal is not to live in fear of illness. The goal is to stay aware, informed, and proactive. Another thing I regretted was allowing my mindset to age even faster than my body. People say aging is physical, but the truth is, the mind ages first. When you tell yourself you're too old, your body listens. When you say you can't, your muscles agree. When you assume you're done learning, your brain stops growing. But when you remind yourself every day that life still has meaning, your days begin to change. Your posture changes. Your decisions change. Your mood changes. A positive mindset doesn't require big motivational speeches. It requires one small choice every morning. Today, I will take care of myself. That's it. That's the whole secret. That one sentence creates a ripple effect that touches everything: your movement, your meals, your conversations, your emotions, your confidence, and your purpose. I also regret waiting too long to build small, joyful routines. If there's one thing aging teaches you, it's that joy does not disappear. You just have to create it. A small morning stretch, a cup of tea you love, a little journal entry, 3 minutes of deep breathing, listening to a favorite song, sitting in sunlight for a few minutes. These are not hobbies. These are health practices. They support your heart, your hormones, your circulation, your sleep cycle, and your happiness. Older adults who remain youthful are not lucky. They are consistent. They choose tiny daily habits that keep them mentally bright and physically active. One regret that surprised me was thinking that comfort meant sitting more. But comfort is not the same as health. Sitting for long periods weakens your legs, slows your blood flow, and makes daily tasks harder. The secret to staying strong at any age is simple. Reduce the time you spend sitting. Stand for a minute or two every hour. Walk for 5 minutes after a meal. Do gentle arm circles or leg extensions while watching TV. Every little movement reawakens your muscles and reminds your body how capable it still is. Another regret many older adults express is letting fear take over: the fear of falling, the fear of pain, the fear of being judged, the fear of looking weak. But fear steals more years than illness ever does. You don't overcome fear by being brave all at once. You overcome it by taking tiny steps. Strength grows, balance improves, energy returns, confidence builds, and slowly, fear becomes smaller. You don't need to feel invincible. You just need to feel willing. And the final regret is forgetting that life remains beautiful, meaningful, and full of possibility at any age. Most older adults who thrive are not the ones who have perfect health. They are the ones who stay curious. They try new things. They learn. They laugh. They keep exploring within the limits of their abilities. They don't compare themselves to their younger self. They honor the body that carries them today. Your age is not a limitation. Your age is evidence that you have survived, adapted, and grown stronger than you realize. If you are considering moving into a nursing home, or if you already live in one, remember this: what matters most is not the building around you but the decisions you make inside it. You can stay healthy. You can stay energetic. You can stay youthful. You can stay mentally sharp and physically steady. You can build habits that nourish your heart, your body, and your spirit. And you can live with purpose, discipline, and joy no matter where you are. Age does not take your strength. Inactivity does. Age does not take your energy. Routine neglect does. Age does not take your joy. Disconnection does. And age does not take your future. You still have a future as long as you keep choosing it. So today, make the decision that you will not surrender your health, your movement, your nutrition, your positivity, or your daily habits to chance. You have worked too hard, lived too long, and survived too much to stop now. You deserve a life that feels good every single day. And it starts with simple choices: gentle exercises, nourishing foods, mindful awareness, emotional connection, and a mindset that says, I am still here, I am still capable, and I am still growing. Your life is not over. Your story is still unfolding, and the best chapters can still be added up if you choose them starting today.